Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. Welcome back to Crafting with Lola and Oscar. And we are working on part 2 of the greeting card calendar, or greeting card planning binder. This is part 2. So if you haven't had a chance to watch part 1, of the video, go back and you can look at part 1, and I'll be explaining to you guys everything that I use as far as tools and supplies and such. Now, this idea of Thoughtful Thursdays, and again, that's what we're doing today. Thoughtful Thursday was an idea that I came up with to actually do something for somebody at least once a week that's nice, just because sometimes it may be a birthday, it might be an anniversary, it may be I'm just thinking about you, and sometimes, quite unfortunately, we have experienced so much going on, with COVID and stuff. We do have a lot of, thinking of you, caring thoughts, sympathy cards, and so that's what I do on Thoughtful Thursdays. Then I thought, what, I would love to be able to create some type of binder or something that I can actually create, where I have my cards already set up in advance, a calendar, just kind of like a planning binder. So that's what this is. I created this. So tonight, what I want to do is go back over the pages. Now, I'm hoping that this is gonna I'm hoping, y'all, that this is gonna work out. I hope I didn't put too much stuff in it. And if not, it's a trial and error. It's okay, learning as we go, right? So tonight I'm going to kind of show you what we're going to be doing the final touches on. As you can see, I've kind of did a little decorating here with the cover. And then we'll go inside and we'll do some final touching up. And then we're going to actually put it on the cinch machine, which I was calling a clench, because I guess you clench, but it's really called a cinch machine, like you cinching up something. I'm a little tongue tied, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. So we're going to put everything on this cinch machine. I'm going to try not to say it too many times today, tonight, and bind it up, and hopefully it'll come out really beautiful. And if it doesn't, I'll be a little disappointed, but I may have to take some stuff out. You know what I'm saying? And this is just a thought I came up with. I created this myself. It wasn't anything I've seen before. The whole idea was just mine. So, you can always tweak it. That's one thing about crafting. You can always tweak. All right, so let's get going. So for the cover, as you can see, what I did was I put on, I just used some dies. I had some really pretty dies. And then I just wanted to kind of put something on the front of it. Still don't know what I'm going to put here yet. I haven't quite determined that yet. And then on the inside, again, here's that just another really pretty die, just to put some, and then I can always put something in here, but I'm not sure. one of the good things about stuff like this, you can always go back and decorate it, later, as long as you have just the foundation. But I just wanted to still give you guys a little visual of some ideas. That's a corner edge die by Crafter's Companion. So pretty. And so is this one here. These two here as well. All right. And then here is so that was the front cover, right? Now here is the cute little pocket. Remember how I created this with the little magnet? As you can see, there's a little magnet there. And then this is where all the cards would go. And if you remember, again, you can always go back and look at the first video. Now you probably have to look at another video to see where I've actually created these cards or made these cards, because I can't remember honestly if I did them online or not. But these are just some of the cards that actually match the project itself from using all the same paper from the Crafter's Companion Precious Moment. It was like a whole collection, and this is the papers that I used it, and then these are some of their dies. So here's one that says happy birthday, and these are slimline cards. And the great thing about slimline cards, remember, you can just put them in the mail and keep it moving. You ain't got to add no extra postage. But these are the cards that I created for just to match the binder itself. I really like that one, really pretty. Okay. And I think you can still get these dies online. I'm not too sure. If you notice, there's some acetate underneath. I don't know if you can notice that. See the acetate that's underneath? All right. And I think it's like 6 of them. And then here's the envelope. So with this little thing here, what I did was I wanted to have my envelopes and my cards and put those in. Okay. And they will slide right in there very nicely. Just like that. Okay, and then also I made just a few little non-traditional cards. And this is just an advance. You can have a little teeny note card there. You could use I think this is like a 5x4 1/4 or something with a little piece of ribbon. And then I don't know what that is. I don't know what that. Don't ask me. I don't know. And then a cute little I think this is like a 5x5 card. Really, really cute. And if you see, I put some wording in here. Is that upside down? Oh, it is. And then remember, if you go back to part 1, and remember, this is part 2 of this project, the actual putting everything together. But if you go back to the first video, which I put up yesterday, or day before yesterday, and you'll hear me talking about this right here. Okay? But anyway, so you have all these cute, I just love that. It's really cute. So you can just make up some cards if you want to in advance, and that's what this little pocket is about. And they will fit right in here nicely. Just snug them in there. You can't get too many, You can't get too many in here, All right, so that's that. Now, one of the things that I think I'm going to struggle with, and I hope it doesn't become an issue, is that it may be my wire. This is a 3/4 inch wire. And I'm probably needed a 1-inch wire in diameter. I'm just hoping y'all that this is gonna work out. But anyway, your little cards will go in this pocket here. Okay, and remember, all this is all chipboard covered with the paper. Here was, remember, this was the little thing that we're going to put. You have your little note card. Your notepad, your stickies, and all that stuff. Got this from the dollar store. These are a lot of great things at the dollar store. And speaking of the dollar store, how about the dollar store ain't about to be the dollar store as of January? It's gonna be the $1.25 store. Painful. Hurts my heart, but the times we living in. All right, so with this, what I wanted to do was I got another piece of chipboard and I covered it. Just really pretty, just to give a decoration. At first, I just had a piece of paper, a cardstock. It was kind of thick, but I just didn't feel it was firm enough. Oscar's chewing at my feet. Bubba, stop chewing Mama's feet. Okay. And then I put some double-sided tape on this, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down now. Smells good, better now than never. And I've got some really, I don't want to say thick, but it's double-sided tape. And we're going to go ahead and put this on to the card, the chipboard. And that's going to be one of our pages in the book. Now, I'm hoping that I don't have to take this out. I'm hoping that it's not going to be too bulky, and that when I really go to cinch it, that everything will work out. That is my hope. then it will work out. And if it doesn't, y'all don't hold it against me. Just know, trial and error, right? And just take the concept, just the idea of this. Good thing I ain't look. I got a pokey tool, look, and I went like this. That could have been a whole different video, y'all. Let me put this thing down because I could hurt myself. All right, so what I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and turn this over, and I want to at least get this centered. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up because what I want to do is this part right here is where I really want. I don't want to go past here. All right, so I'm going to line it up at the bottom with just a little bit. And if it hangs over a little bit, I guess that's okay. All right, now this is a part that's going to stick as this part right here. And once it's down, y'all, it's down. Look over here, make sure it's not hanging off the edge. All right. So all I can do, okay, so this is the part that's sticking. All right. So it'll close up like that. And then that's going to be a page 2. Now, you don't have to have this like this. You could always create another pocket, like on the inside, to put this in. But I don't know. It just came to me. I thought, well, let's see how it works. So this is really cool. Now you can open this up, get your little notepad out, or your stickies, and keep it going. So that's another page. We'll turn that over. Now here is what I wanted to do is put in more paper, just some lining paper, note paper to write notes and stuff. And what I found was that I had a little bit too much paper in there, so I had to take some of the paper out. So right now I don't have anything. It's just a plain piece of ivory paper. And I just covered it, and see, here's your line paper, perforated paper. Remember, if you go back to part 1, and I explained to you guys what kind of paper this was. This was a legal notepad, a micro perforated pad, and which means I never had to cut it. It just, perforated. It worked out really, really well. All right, and then the back, I wanted to use the back, but it was a little flimsy from the actual legal pad. So, and then it looked bad, so I just took a piece of paper and covered the back of it. So when you flip it over, you don't see this ugliness. I don't really care about the inside. So here's the little notepad, little paper. I might can put some more, but at this point I'm not. Now I thought, well, I want to decorate this a little bit, so I went into all of my, oh my God, we all have this stuff. I went into all my stash of little cutout stuff because I wasn't trying to cut out nothing. And so I found some really cute embellishments. So let me show you. These are some edgeable dies, again, stuff that I had pre-cut out. A lot of times when you get all this crafts, I just think this is so pretty. It kind of matches the pink. And then all I'm going to simply do is use my dotty pen just to give it some, some ooh la la, some ooh papa. So it just won't be a boring piece of cardstock. Oh no, please, dotty pen, don't go out on me. Not right now. I'm trying to do something online, man. I got a live video going here. All right, so the dotty pen is nice because it'll glue all your stuff without the glue coming through the holes. All right, so I'm going to put one right here, just in the center. Hopefully that'll stay temporarily for right now. We'll put that down. These little flowers are really cute. They're Anna Griffin flowers. Anna Griffin got all, she's all about flowers. So I just thought, why not? So we'll just stick a little flower right there, which is cute, just to decorate the little notepad. Nothing special. All right. Ooh, I got tape everywhere, child. And again, if you're wondering what's going on, you're watching Crafting with Lola and Oscar, which I think you know by now, y'all. Thank you, and welcome all my new subscribers. All the people have been commenting and complimenting. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget, you can always go back out, and if you haven't subscribed, you've been watching, but you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. My numbers are going up, and I'm really doggone excited about that. So this is the one that I'm going to put on the bottom. And I'm not going to hit them all because I think my little pen's about to die on me. But in fact, I just want to get it on there so it'll stick. So we'll do. Oh, I messed up, y'all. Look at that. Where did it even come from? Somewhere, I don't know. All right. Put that one here. And again, this is just a little cover for the line paper. No big deal. I don't even know where this came from. Oh well. Oh, you know what? I see it. It's right up here. Ain't nobody trying to fix this little thing. You know what, y'all? Ooh. We ain't gonna mess with it. That's okay. You get the point. That's all right. All right, and then here's another Anna Griffin flower, and they're stickies. The thing about these little Anna Griffin stickers, you know if it's a sticker if the back of the paper is white. If the back of the paper is like ivory, because she kind of got that ivory thing going on. If it's ivory, then it's not a sticker. If it's white, then you know it's a sticker. I think that's the easiest way to say that. All right, and so we'll put another one maybe right, I don't know, right there. Just give it a little decoration. And then I have this cute little thing that I thought was really, really cute. And I wanted to put, I have a die. Don't you hate when you lose a die? I hate when I lose a die. I've had that die forever. Forever. Well, maybe not forever, but as long as I've had the die. I had the die. Now I can't find the die. And it said notes. And once I find it, I'm going to put it here. So for right now, I'm just going to put the little hello there so you can just get a visual. And put that one in the middle like that. And then I'll put the little word that says notes right there. And again, this is just a little just some little cute little decorations. It may be too much, I don't know, for the lined paper. All right, so we have the lined paper. All right. And again, I have just a few sheets in there. I might try and stick some more in there. I'm a little nervous about it. But, once it's bound, the problem is once it's bound up, you can't put any more in there. But it looked like it was kind of tight, so that took some out. So I think I'm gonna leave good enough alone. All right, so we have that there. Now here is the calendar. You guys remember how I did the calendar? Remember, you get those calendars in the mail every year. People try to get you to donate money. They be sending you calendars and address labels. Y'all know it. Everybody get it. Everybody get it. This is one of those calendars. All I simply did was take some harder cardstock, covered up the front and the back of the calendar, decorated it again, just to decorate it. I think that's kind of cute. Yeah, these are those edgeable dies, paper from the cardstock that I use, or the designer paper that I use. No big deal. Now you can't put holes in this. Remember, I couldn't put holes in this, so I came with a way that I said I took a piece of chipboard, covered the chipboard with this design front and back, and then I have double-sided tape here that I'm going to actually put here so that it will be, I'll still be able to move the calendar over and the calendar is actually bind in the binder, if you know what I mean. So the first thing what I wanted to do, and this is going to be a little tricky, but I think I got it. I think I have it, y'all. I took a piece of tape and I have it just taped down, right? I wanted to make sure that all my holes lined up before I sit this calendar down onto this with the double-sided tape. All right, so it looks like everything's good with my holes. I'm going to go ahead and pull this double-sided tape off of here, and we're going to stick this calendar down, and hopefully everything will go well. It may protrude a little out of the book, but I don't know. I don't know why I have that there. Oh, that's what just tell me it was the back of the book. That'll come off because remember, this is just stuck down with a little piece of tape just to keep the holes lined up. So now, here we go. Let's just see how this is going to work. All right, so now this isn't as long as this, but I want to, and then I don't want my calendar to be too far over here. See, I don't want the calendar to be too far over here, so I gotta really pray that this works out well. All right, here we go. Oh, come on, be still, thing. All right. Now, I don't want it too close to the holes. Woo. But see, now see, it's over too far. So I gotta get it a little closer to the holes. And I think it is going to actually be sticking out of the binder a little bit. So I might have to end up doing something creative to keep it closed. It may not work out as much as I wanted, as well as I wanted it to. But again, this is my first time doing it, so we'll see. You know, yeah, it's still sticking out. So as you can see, it's sticking out some. This is the back of the book. It is sticking out, but I much rather stick out a little bit like that than covering up the holes, because when you turn in the book, that's gonna be a problem. It may be too tight, so I much rather have it like that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and lift this off because I just had this little piece stuck with tape. See, I can take the little tape off. All right, and then I'm going to open up this calendar, and I'm gonna do a little burnish job. All right, now I hope that this stays. Yeah. All right, so that's that. So this is the calendar. And again, this is just one of those calendars you get in the mail. You just cover it up. Yeah. And this is where you can track all your cards, your birthdays, important things that you want to send cards for people. You know, this is a cool way of just having everything together in one place, right? All right, so we have that one. And then here's your back. Now, I'm not going to put anything on the back right now because I think my book is a little thick. So this is everything for the binder. Now, if I were just to do one of these numbers like this, I think it's going to be all right. So let's get the cinch machine and do what we had planned to do. Cinch this thing up. All right, so remember you're going to need your wires, and you're going to need, you'll only need one, and you'll need a wire cutter depending on the size of your book. Okay, so you want to have that at the ready, as they say. All right, so the cinch machine is pretty big, and you need a big one. Oh, man. Oscar, what are you doing? Lola, man, get your toy. You want to say hi to everybody? Oscar is really taking me down the road. Come around here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, Lord. I'll be upset if I mess up. All right. Hey, look. You don't want to say, you didn't interrupt my video, but you don't want to say hi? So little boy needs a haircut, and then we're going to take his Christmas pictures. But let Mama finish the video, okay? Huh? Yeah? All right. Anyway, get down, get down. All right, so now what we do from here is we're going to now go ahead and get this process going to close this machine up. I have to close the book up. So I'm going to turn it, I think, well, you know, it's hard to, I'm going to turn it this way. Hopefully I can work. All right, so once you have your pages all together, you're going to start from the back, adding the pages or whatever it is from the back to the top. This cord, as you can see, or wire, see the little square parts? These are parts that you're going to put inside these little areas right here. Okay? So you have your wires in here, you lay them in nice, and they should just fit all the way in here like that. And the little square part is what you want to do, is put them over these little loops. Okay, we start with the last page of our book. You always want to start from the back going to the front, and it should not be a problem, but let's just try and see if we can get everything lined up where it just automatically goes into each hole. All right. And it's hard to film and show and do it at the same time and see what I'm doing. All right, so there we go. So that's the back page. And then the next one will be the calendar. And I think maybe once you get the first one in, it kind of complies. Okay, so the calendar's in there. All right. Then the next thing is going to be your paper, your little notepad, which I'm not going to put a lot in here. Like I said before, I'm a little disappointed, but I think it was getting a little too thick already. All right, so that goes in like that. Okay. Now, see, you don't look, it doesn't appear that you have a lot of room, but remember, you still have all the wire here, and this wire is going to be cinched over, and then this part will be cut off eventually. All right, so the next thing is our little notepad. Remember, we had our little onesie. I always call this a onesie. I don't know why I call it a onesie, because it's not. They're called note-its in a notepad. So this will go in. Okay. Things are looking good. And then the very last thing besides the top is the little thing that carries all of our cards. So we'll put that in. Now here is where it looks like I may have some trouble, but I think it still will be okay because again, the wire is going to go over top, but I am a little nervous about this. All right, and for right now, I'm going to go ahead and take these out because that's just going to be even more problems if I don't. So we'll take the cards out for right now. And I'm going to tilt it just to get it to lay in there. All right. And then the last thing is the front of the book. And that will go right here. And then once you get everything in, I'm going to tilt it. I don't think you're supposed to do it this way. Because I got too much stuff on here. I'm hoping this going to close up. Oh my God. And it will close and open properly. All right. So once you do that, now you take it off. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and move these around a little bit so that I don't have a problem. I think it's going to be okay. So now, the next thing what you want to do is you'll turn your machine around. And you'll see a whole bunch of little numbers here. These numbers, you want to push this little thing down. Now, I've already done it, okay? But you're going to push this down, and then you will turn to the size of the wire that you have, okay? So in my case, if you don't know, or look at your machine, look at your packaging, okay? So in this case, these are the same company. This is all the same company, and there's 3/4. So I've turned this to 3/4 again. You push down, and you just turn a little knob, and it's at 3/4. Now let me make sure. I put my specs on just to make sure. Wait a minute now. Yep, it's at 3/4. Okay. All right, and it does tell you. It tells you to push and turn. So now what happens with this is that we take the book and we sit it. Oh, Lord, let this work. Please let it work. I don't know, y'all. This isn't gonna work. And then we simply just they say you always want this to almost be like a little C. So let me make sure you turn it up a little bit more. All right, and I'm gonna go down here. I'm pushing down on it a little bit, and then we just push. Why didn't it close up? All right, it did not close up. Alright, let me try it again. Oh, maybe I didn't do it hard enough. I think it may be a little bit too much stuff in here. But I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. Okay, and then we'll do the last one. Now, it's not 100% closed, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down one more, just a little bit. So I'm going to push, and I'm going to go down just a little bit to see if I can get this closed up a little bit more. Now you can kind of see my stuff is hanging out. And I still haven't kind of got this maneuvered the way I want it, but let's just see if we can close this, bind this up a little bit tighter. It really isn't tight enough. It's not closed enough. Now, I know I'm not supposed to do this, and this is supposed to close more. But I'm gonna, this is not what you're supposed to do, y'all. So don't do what I'm doing. But I'm just trying to get it to close a little bit tighter. And it's probably because I've got too much stuff in here. I don't want it to be too tight. All right, so let's just see. Now, it's not, I must say, I'm not happy with this 100% because the little situation I have. But if we do this, see, I think what's going to happen is this is going to, oh, see, it's not closing good enough. So, seeing how it didn't, and the reason why it's probably not closing right, it's not clenching right, is because I got this little pocket in here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little, maybe not these, but I'm going to actually close this up more with some wire, just some wire benders. Or even look at this. I might be able to even do it with my, you know what? I might be able to do it with my finger. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it actually, just press it in. Now these I think are supposed to be, these are supposed to be over here. And you might have to, I might have to do that, you might have to just do a little bit. And this is trial and error. I thought, and the thing of it is this is not a showstopper, because what I can do is I simply need is a bigger wire. This is a 3/4 in diameter. I probably need a 1 inch, and I know I don't have any. I don't think so. Wait a minute. Oh my Lord. Yeah, I think these are all. Yeah, these are all the same size. So I may have to just 5/8, 3/4. Yeah, these are the only ones I have. So I probably just need to go and get a 1 inch, because the good thing about this is you can always undo it. And if I have bigger rings, then they're closed right. This thing will go as planned. So I'm not gonna really cut this off yet. I think I'm gonna leave it, and I think I'm gonna go back and do a little maintenance. But let's just see how this is gonna fly. If I just wanted to open it up and just turn it. All right, so everything's turning good. It's just that I need a bigger wire. All right. I have my little notepads. My paper is in here. Okay. And then I have my calendar. And then the back page. And then again, I just need to work with this a little bit more. But I think that is it. Yeah. So guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching. Now, another thing I noticed that I'm going to have to do a little bit more work with this. because this really doesn't stay shut. So let's put our cards in. Let me see something. Well, clearly it's going to be, well, I don't even know if that's going to affect anything. Let me put the cards in. Okay. And put a little cards in here. And then tomorrow, I think what I'll do is I'll go, I may go online tonight and just purchase 1-inch rings. 1 inch instead of, because it's just that the wire is too small. All right. And then I'm not sure what's going on here. I think I got to do another little process here to get this to work exactly the way I want it. Because once it's bound up, it seems like it's not wanting to. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, it stayed. Okay, it stayed. Okay. So once I get a bigger wire, this is going to have a lot more room, and then it'll close properly. But all in all, I think that's a very cute idea. And it just needs a little extra work. You guys, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good evening. So these are the tools you would need. And then you would just